Ladies and gentlemen, geeks and nerds, welcome back to another episode of Road to HermitCraft. And there is a thunderstorm, and I've got a bunch of creepers all set up here. Oh yes, just got to quickly do this. I wasn't planning to start the episode like this, but yeah, we got to do it. Quick, up here, and Shazam! Bang! Oh, what? No! Ready, and go! What? Where's the lightning? Channeling? Is thundering? Is lightning? Why? Hello? Why you no work? There we go, it done it! It did it that time! Oh yes, we got some charge creepers! Oh yes! Alright, okay, that was not the start I planned. Right, let's pop this back. Ready for next time. We've got some charge creepers all set up. Yeah, alright, awesome. Okay, let's get back here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, geeks and nerds, as I said before, welcome to the episode. Oh wow, what a way to start. And here we had a creeper explosion just now. I was just starting up the episode, trying to work out what I was doing, and I came up here and yeah, a creeper blew up. So we need to fix that. But look down here. We have moved out. All the chests are gone. Oh yes. So on stream on Monday, we came down here and moved the vast majority of our stuff over. Hi guy. Moved it over to the Death Star, so we've now moved in properly. All our stuff's there. You're dead. All our stuff is now over at the Death Star, and yeah, that is really good. So I've gone around the world, and I've tried to remember all the places where we've got chests or shulker boxes, and pick them all up and move them over. So let's go over to the Death Star. Oh, it's still thunder and lightning. Let's go over to the Death Star and yeah, take a look. All right, so in we come to our storage room right here, and this is where all of our stuff now is. So you might remember a couple of episodes ago we went end raiding and we got a whole bunch of shulker boxes. We've got quite a lot actually, and then actually on a stream after that I went and got some more. But now I don't have any spare at all. So every single one of our shulker boxes that I had is now filled up, and that is because we now have shulker boxes upon shulker boxes of stuff, and there's more over here. So this one has got a whole bunch of obsidian, more obsidian, and then a whole bunch of shulker boxes full of obsidian. So we've got plenty of that. So yeah, basically all of our stuff, all of our items are now in this room, which is really good. So that means that oh yeah, and this guy, this is the last block. This is the last block of obsidian that we mined from the obsidian pillars from the end right over there. So that's a little souvenir. I'm not sure if we'll keep it there, but yeah, it's there for now because I've moved all that stuff over from the Falcon. So yeah, all of our stuff is here, and this is really good because in a future episode, not too distant future, we're going to build this final wall of the storage room, and I think it's going to be really good to have all our stuff here. So when we get to do this, because every slot in the storage system here has to be filled up with something, so it'd be good to have all our stuff here so we can just get this all organised all in one go. So yeah, that's going to be good. In the meantime, it's going to be a little bit harder to find stuff because it's just not sorted really. It's just in a whole bunch of shulker boxes, so we're going to have to find stuff. But yeah, we'll get onto that in due course. All right, so today's episode. Yeah, as I said last week, this time of year is super busy for the Logical family, and yeah, time is pressing. I have got virtually zero time this week, so I'm going to try my best to do a good episode for you guys, but yeah, it might not be, so I warn you in advance. But yeah, I've got a few things I want to talk about, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to go over to our city and make a start over there. And yeah, I'll tell you about a whole bunch of things, and yeah, I'm looking for your input as well. So let's go over there. And here is our city walls, the ones that we built up a few episodes ago. And yeah, this line right here is the outskirts of our city. So I've moved it over. It was over here somewhere, over there somewhere originally, but yeah, I've moved that over. So our city area is slightly smaller, but I think probably actually more doable now. All right, so let's get into this. So this episode, what I'd like to do is basically do a bit of planning for the city in general. So that means basically two things, I think, is first of all setting up some wireframes. So I've got a whole bunch of netherrack, and I'm going to use that to try and sketch out roughly where some buildings might be, where the paths might be, that kind of thing. Just in a general place, not going to be very detailed, but just gives us a general idea of the layout of the city. And also I'd like to kind of think about the terrain itself, because it's quite hilly, and yeah, I want to make sure that I get the ground level right and things like that. So a lot of thinking in this episode, but that would be good. But we could discuss it, and yeah, obviously looking for your ideas as well before I commit to anything serious and put a bunch of work in. So that would be good. So yeah, definitely looking for your feedback on this episode, and I've got a few things I want to discuss and bring up. So that will also be good to get your feedback on that stuff too. Let's talk about the terrain then. So obviously over here we have this big mound of rock, and it's right up against the wall, so that's not particularly good, I don't think. So I think I'm going to have to just kind of take down a lot of this stuff and kind of get a good sense of what a ground level might be. So at the moment our wall kind of ground level looks like it's around there. Now obviously if we made that ground level for the whole city, that would be quite a lot of work to dig all of that out, so I don't really want to do that. And also I'm quite happy to have some terrain difference, some elevation difference, because then that makes things nice and interesting, where you can have some nice windy paths going up and down some small hills. But I think we just need to kind of normalize some of this stuff. So yeah, this stuff needs to be taken down, and yeah, probably dig away a lot of this stuff away from the wall, take this down a few layers, that kind of thing. So we need to do that. So yeah, that's something to think about. And then let's talk about some buildings then, I guess. So I guess the most important one is I want to have like a big pyramid or ziggurat in the center. So in terms of position for that, I need to work it out, but roughly, thinking roughly around here somewhere should be the center. So the idea is when you're coming from the desert this way, and you're going to come into our big gate, going to have a big city gate right here, we should be able to see the pyramid sort of poking out above the walls, above the city walls and above the gate. So it's kind of this big imposing kind of building that you're coming towards, something big and impressive, you know. And also when you're coming in from the sea, from your big ships, because over this side we're going to have a nice bay area over here, and obviously ships are going to come in here to dock and trade their goods. And it'd be good if you're in your ship approaching the city, you should be able to see the pyramid from over there. So that pyramid is going to be our big kind of centerpiece, I think, for the city, roughly around here somewhere. So we'll probably just want to sketch out like how big that might be. And then obviously the next thing is we need to do the gate, so we know roughly where that's going to be. And then I'm thinking about this area here is quite interesting in terms of terrain, because this is a good defensive location. So imagine your enemies managed to breach your gate and come in here. If you're defending the city, you've got good height advantage here. You've got this kind of mini valley here, so that's good. Probably want to bring down the earth a little bit here and sort of do a bit of terraforming around this area. And then the interesting challenge then is how do you sort of transition from this kind of valley area up to the kind of city floor ground level, which I guess is going to be around there somewhere roughly. So there's that. And then of course we've got these hills on the side. So that hill looks pretty good because our wall is going to just go around on the top of that. You can see the blocks up here. So our wall's going to go basically across this line up here. So that's going to be all right. So that'd be interesting to have some buildings going up the hill, stuff like that. And then we've got this big hill over on this corner of the city. So again, we can have maybe a big tower on the top of this, like a big lookout tower that way. And then obviously we need to do a bit of terraforming here to get this to look good as well. So this is going to be a big old project, a big old project. Even from a terraforming point of view, this is going to be pretty big and pretty challenging, which is what I want. You know, I don't want to do an easy project because, that's boring. I want to kind of really stretch myself with this project and really try and learn and get better at the whole kind of building aspects of Minecraft. I think I got a bit carried away. So I've taken down this huge rock that was next to the wall because, I just started taking it down and before I knew it, it was gone. So yeah, we've done that. But I want to show you something actually. Let me get back into normal mode. So first of all, I've been obviously mining all this stuff up and I've also been taking away a few layers from the grass as well. So I'm still not totally happy with the terrain just yet. But I've been taking down all this stuff here, kind of mined away all of this stuff. So it gives us a bit of a better area. So I'm going to keep working on this. But yeah, first of all, look down his hole. Check this out. What's down there? Yes, that is our water stream that takes all our items to our shulker box storage. So now I can get these items and just throw them in the hole and they're going to end up in shulker boxes and go to the end. Oh, yes. Oh, That is pro. Pro move right there. All right, so I've made a start, as I said, yeah, so I've been doing some stuff with the terrain. Obviously, that's going to be ongoing. I'm going to still kind of keep tinkering around with that. And I've made a start with kind of trying to lay out some kind of aspects of the city. So first of all, I've got this netherrack is going to kind of represent various things like buildings and paths and things. So here is our bay area. And so I'm thinking about, we're going to have some kind of paths that end up coming up here, I think. And then in this area right here, I'm going to have some kind of little mini square, maybe like a fountain in the middle of the city, and then maybe some buildings around this. I think it'll be quite cool. And then over here, this is roughly the area of a kind of made out to be the for our pyramid or a ziggurat. So let me just take a fly up this way. There we go. So let's go this way, and then if we turn round, I've kind of spaced. Let's go a bit further. I've kind of spaced out where the gate's going to go. And I've kind of measured it, so that's 41 blocks. We've got an odd number there to make our gate between there and there. And then if I go up, here's what our kind of ziggurats would be, that kind of size. So it's not massive. I don't want to make it too big and make it too hard to build, but yeah, I think that feels like a good size for the city. So there's plenty of room around it for other buildings. And yeah, that's pretty much where we're up to. So yeah, a little bit of a jump cut there, but a couple of things to mention. First of all, so I kind of lied. Well, I didn't lie. I just found something out. But I went back to the Death Star to get some bits and pieces, and I found a whole bunch of shulker shells. So I thought they were all gone, but it turns out they're not. We've got plenty of shulker boxes, so that is good stuff. And also, I worked out why the lightning wasn't working at the beginning of the episode when we tried to get the charged creepers. They were all standing in water, and of course that stops the lightning. So I think it probably worked when one of the creepers was jumping up and was out of the water. That's when it worked, because normally that water shouldn't be there. We normally turn it off. So yeah, we got that done as well. All right, so I think I'm going to continue with some of the terrain stuff. And as I do that, I've got a couple of things to mention. So first of all, if you notice my tools, they're pretty much, so my pick and my shovel, you can see how low they are. So if you hover over these, that's got 43 durability left, and this has got 37. So almost dead, but I don't mind, because I want to show you something. So this week I released a new video about how to clear a perimeter, and it uses my logical crafting data pack, and there is something else in that data pack that I haven't shown on camera. I've shown it on stream, but I thought I'd show it here. So let's imagine we're mining away with a tool that's almost dead. We're going to keep going. We're not going to stop. Hopefully there's enough here to prove. Oh, there we go. Did you hear that? And check in the chat. It says, hold on, your shovel is about to break. And that is because it's got down to 24 or 25 durability, and then it gives you that warning. So there's a early warning system for when your tool is about to break, because it's very easy to break tools. As we found out on stream a few weeks ago, I was mining away in the desert, and the chat was telling me that there we go, and the pick is almost dead. So hold on, your pick is almost broken. There we go. So that has gone down to 24 as well. So that's something in my data pack early warning system. Yeah, so we've discovered this on stream. I was mining away in the desert, and the streamer telling me my shovel was almost dead, and I forgot about it. I broke a shovel. But then, yeah, I did some experimentation, and yeah, built that into our data pack. So that is there as well. So if you're interested, go and get the data pack. It's on the website in the downloads area. All right, so we're coming in from the water as if we're a ship. And I'm just trying to get a sense for how big things are, and if they should be. So I've got like a placeholder for the wall on this side and the wall on this side. That one's going to continue down to there. But let's just go back, have another look, and just see. I tried to put some wireframes in for a couple of buildings that might go there along the shoreline, and then that's the height of the ziggurat in the centre. So I think that feels all right. Yeah, still kind of feeling things out, but at the moment that feels all right. Maybe it could be a bit bigger, but. Yeah, in relation to the houses, that kind of, yeah, the houses don't obscure it, so that's the main thing. So yeah, it might make it a bit bigger, but yeah, that's the kind of height I'm thinking at the moment with its footprint, that kind of size. All right, pretty cool stuff. All right, let's lay out a few more houses, and while I do that, let's talk about a few things. So right, first of all, I've made some changes to how I'm doing some videos. So I've been trying to work on the quality of the video itself. So I'm not going to say what I've done, but if anyone can tell a difference in this episode, does the video quality look any different? Does it look better? Does it look worse? Tell me what you think. You might be able to work out what I've done, and if you can, that's cool. But yeah, the important thing is, does the video quality look better than it does normally, or is it just the same? Yeah, can you not tell a difference? That would be interesting to hear in the comments. And speaking of comments, this is a little subject I would just want to talk about briefly. And I've got a challenge for everyone, so I hope you are ready for a challenge. So yeah, recently I got a comment that wasn't so positive. Okay, and that's all right. That's all right. That's not a problem. Okay, but I want to try and help you guys in giving constructive feedback. So if you watch someone's video, and this is not just for people on YouTube and commenting on videos and stuff, but this is good for just life in general. It's really good if you can be constructive. So rather than saying things like, you know, this video is terrible or this person's terrible, that's not going to help that person. So what you got to do is think about that person that's going to read that comment and how they're going to take it. And yeah, what you should really do is think about, what can I say that's going to help that person improve if there's something you don't like about what you see. So, and to help you along those roads, a couple of things. It's really good to be specific. So rather than saying, I don't like this video, that's very general. It's not much. Yeah, if I get a comment like that, then, you know, there's not much I can do about that. But if you can be more specific, like, I don't like the way you ramble on about comments, or, you know, I don't like the style of this particular build, or something like that. That's more specific, so that's more helpful. So that's something that I can actually kind of zero in on and think about. So first of all, first point number one is be specific about something you don't like, and then the next thing is offer a suggestion. So rather than saying I don't like the way you build, how about I wasn't keen on your build style. How about using this particular block palette, or how about doing this? So offer a suggestion, because then that gives the person reading some really useful feedback. So even if you don't like what they're doing, you can really help them to improve. All right. So I hope that makes sense. Now, the challenge for everyone. Now, I think I've been quite spoilt with getting really good comments from people. Yeah, I get a lot of comments from people saying, yeah, I really enjoyed the episode. It's really good, that kind of stuff. And that's really good to hear. That's really good. So keep that stuff coming. But what's really good is to hear what you don't like in a constructive way, because then they're the things I can work on to get better at, right? So my challenge to everyone, if you're up for it, is to try and leave one piece of feedback about something you think can be improved on, and follow those kind of general guidelines about being specific and offering a suggestion for how to improve that particular thing. And if I get a bunch of people saying the same thing, then obviously that tells me something that I can focus on as a priority. And even sort of small things can really help. Now, as I said earlier, I got a comment earlier on in the week that wasn't so helpful. But actually, I started to engage with the person that commented and ask them some more questions about what they were trying to get at. You know, try to dig deeper into what they actually meant. And then it turned out they had some really good feedback and some really good suggestions. So I'm really glad that I did that, because then what happened was I ended up making a trailer for the channel, which is something I've had on my list for quite some time, but never really got around to it. And based on this person's feedback, it really kind of tied into doing a channel trailer. So I'll put a link to that if you haven't seen it already. It's actually turned out really well. Really pleased with it. And yeah, that all came about from someone's comments on one of the videos. So thank you very much to that person. I'm not going to name names and stuff, but that was really good. And yeah, something good came out of it. So yeah, there's my challenge. Can you leave some feedback about something that needs to be improved, that you're not too happy with? But yeah, be specific and give a suggestion. Okay, I've added some more houses. So we've got some houses all along the shoreline, and I think that's looking pretty good. Yeah, pretty good actually. I can imagine those being actual houses. Now I've made them all sort of rectangular, but yeah, we'll make the shape of those houses more interesting. I am concerned though that this is not quite high enough. So let's have another look again. It feels like it might get lost in the houses maybe, but we'll see. Let's have another look. Yeah, not sure on that. So what do you reckon? Should that cigarette be taller? Not sure. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about that. Okay, so after the last challenge, I have another challenge, I guess, but more of a competition. So I have a competition for you, and there is a prize. So the competition is, we need a name for this city. We can't keep calling it the city. We need an actual name. So yeah, I need your comments, need your suggestions. What are we going to call this place? So I'll leave it up to you. I won't say anything else about how to think about names, that kind of thing. But what should we call this place? Now, if there is a person that gives me a really good name that I choose for the name of this place, then I'm going to build some kind of statue within the city, and it's going to be dedicated to that person. I'm going to have like either an armor stand there or a plaque or something. We're going to be something there that's going to have that person's name on it, and yeah, it's going to be that statue is going to be dedicated to the person that can name the city. So there you go. It's you can have your name in this world, and yeah, that would be really cool. So yeah, get your suggestions coming in for what we're going to call our city, because we need that name, and then from that we can sort of develop the lore about the people that live here, what they do, what they trade, all of that kind of stuff. Yes, really looking forward to that. It's gonna be really good. So I've started to add some layout for the gate at the front. Obviously we need a proper design for it, but yeah, just trying to get an idea of levels, that kind of thing. So that looks all right. And obviously there's our pillar there for our central ziggurat. So yeah, again, I'm just trying to get a feel for what you can see and what you can't see, and how high things should be. So if the gate is that kind of size, obviously the most dominant thing is going to be the ziggurat in the center, because it's going to be that kind of shape. And I've just added a building there just to kind of get an idea. And yeah, I think that will be all right. Again, I'm still worried whether this should be maybe a bit bigger, maybe up to here maybe, and sort of come down this way. But yeah, that'd be a bit of experimentation. I'm pretty happy with it from this side. I've taken down some of the land on this side. Not sure if you could tell, but I've also taken out a whole bunch of sand that was here, just to give this nice big opening right at the front of our city. And it's getting night time. Better go and sleep. So let's go over here for the mobs are all here. Can I sleep? Uh-oh, no, I need to fight. Fight. Easy mode. Easy mode. Right, let's get into bed quick. And I've got a couple of things, a couple more things just to mention. Two more things. So first of all, did anybody see the trailer for Hytale? So this is a new game by Hypixel, the people who did the Hypixel server, and it is looking pretty epic. Seems to be a lot of people are saying it's Minecraft 2.0. And it looks pretty good. It does look pretty good from the trailer. So if you've seen, if I can remember, I'll stick a link to that in the description. So you should definitely go check that out. It looks really good. And yeah, I'm actually thinking about, depending on what happens, when the first kind of beta of that comes out, should I start doing some videos about that game, about learning all about it, trying it out. Obviously, we can compare it to Minecraft, because it's pretty similar. And yeah, what do you think about that? So I don't want to sort of dilute my content too much, and obviously time is always a factor, but would that be something you'd be interested in if I was to do maybe a couple of pilot episodes of that when it comes out, just to see how things go? Because that does look like a really interesting game, and yeah, I think we could explore that together and learn how it all works, and that would be pretty fun. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in what you think. That would be pretty cool. Okay, there we are, coming in from the top. So yeah, looking all right, looking pretty good. So yeah, it's a good start to the planning. Obviously, we've still got a lot more to do, but I think that's going to do it. So yeah, I want to go over to the Death Star quickly, because yeah, we've got a little job to do over there. But first of all, I need to throw a few things into our item stream. So let's throw those into there. That's good. Off they go, and let's follow them down. We can fall into the water. Yes. Awesome. All right, so let's make our way over to the portal, and I want to see whether any of the minecarts have made it across. Cause I've been throwing quite a few items in here, so we'll see if anything's gone across to the end. So let's run up here quickly, and the portal is just at the top of these stairs. Obviously, we need to do some work on all this, make this all nice, make this room nice as well. So yeah, let's see whether there's any minecarts over in the end when we go over. So if I just jump up, we should end up in the end. Oh, wow, there is a minecart. Oh, that didn't... Okay, that was weird. It looked like it was on my head. So let's just push this over. There we go. So it's not perfect, but not too bad. Right, so all of that stuff should be making its way over to the Death Star. Yeah, I just wanted to try that out and see what was going on there. And let's go over to there. Oh, we've only got 6 rockets. Uh-oh. Let's just make sure we have plenty of rockets. Don't want to run out of rockets on the way to the Death Star. Okay, we're on our way into the Death Star. Let's see if we can float. Oh, what a pro bit of flying. Yes. All right, let's make our way in here. Let's see how are we doing over here on the storage front. Yep, definitely got some. I think we've got some more cobble. think so. Oh, look at that. Full of stones full up. Anything in there yet? Not quite yet. Oh, here we go. I heard some movement. There we go. There's a shulker boxes coming in. There's some movement. There they are. Oh, yes. Oh, I love the system. Brilliant. Where are they all going to end up? Any more in here? Not sure. Maybe not. Let's have a look. Oh, there they go. Look, some stone. Stone popped into up there. Brilliant. Okay. Oh, I love the system. Brilliant. Got some dirt. Oh, was that dirt? No, this one's dirt, right? No dirt just yet. But yeah, anyway, I'll get carried away. So yeah, let's make our way over to the Hall of Fame. And yeah, I just want to talk about next week because obviously Christmas is coming up, and I've got some time off work, which is good news. We're going away. Me and the family are going away to Germany for a few days. A bit of a break before Christmas, and yeah, I've got a few days off around Christmas time as well once we get back. So I'm hoping that I'll have time to do an episode next week, but it's possible that I won't have time. So this is me saying there might not be an episode next week because of time, but and being away and stuff. But if I can, then I will. So yeah, you'll have to wait and see to see whether there is actually an episode. All right, we've got a new name to add to the Hall of Fame as well. So let me get set up. And yeah, let's see who we're going to add at this spot right here. And so the new member to the Hall of Fame is Kestrel. So thank you very much for all of the support. Kestrel has been epic in Discord and also in the comments on videos. So lots of support. So thank you very much for that. Very much appreciated. And yeah, welcome to the Hall of Fame. And let me know what head you would like and I'll add it to the list. And yeah, pretty soon we'll go head hunting and get the rest of the ones that we need. All right. So that is about it for this episode. So a bit different this week. But yeah, sometimes it's good to mix things up, and it was a bit more talky. So hopefully you enjoyed it, and we did a lot of good planning for the city, and that's going to get us in good stead moving forward. So if you like the episode, then please hit the like button as usual, and if you've got any comments or suggestions, and of course don't forget the challenge, get them in the comments section. And if you're new, then feel free to subscribe. All right, my geeks. Until next time, I will see you later.